Coach. Welcome back to Studio B.
Yeah, well, hey, some people know how to get along with others. That's good.
Be agreeable.
That's really good. Yep.
257 wins in 10 seasons, 8th in win percentage among active coaches, and set to begin again. But before we hop into the season preview, Coach, I want to point out a couple of new additions in the studio. We have the mustard yellow seats.
Oh, those are awesome.
That have become a permanent part
Still
of
crazy
the set.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, absolutely. Have you got them bolted in so someone can actually sit in there?
Yeah, so they have
they're
legs.
on little legs.
All right, great.
And we have the Tim Lacombe Hawaii shirt from last year's trip to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Pit stains and all.
We could probably get rid of those. That was two overtime losses. That was a tough
burn those.
Yeah. But those chairs, obviously, if you've been in the arena with the remodel, and it's unbelievable how nice that is, and the feel of it, and the new scoreboard, and just obviously the comfortable chairs, and hopefully we can get people out of their chairs. They don't get in there and just sit there for the whole game. I think we've got a really exciting team, but we sat in those chairs, at least for me, 18 years what I've been here, and not one time was it comfortable. So that actually looks more comfortable right there because you have a little leg room.
Yeah, I sat on that reading some of the game notes getting ready for this. Let's talk about those 3 signees that you got. Let's start with Yoli Childs, Bingham High School, a power forward, top 100 kind of guy, going to play right away next year.
Yeah, Yoli is, it's just the confidence that he has in us and our program, to come and sign with us, we're just so excited. I think that he's a guy who can really play in that low post and score right now. And he's on his way to developing a real perimeter game in that high post, and can shoot a 3-point shot. But in high school you probably won't see it a lot. It's interesting. One of the fun things about signing local kids that are in the valley and in the area, is that a lot of Cougar fans can go watch them play in their high school season and then get an idea of what they're going to be like here. And I think Cougar fans will love watching Yoli play. I know I do. When I got a chance on the AAU circuit to watch him, that he really excites me as how he's going to fit with our guys.
He said the following this morning. At Brandon C. Gurney tweeted this. Yoli, who is an LDS, about attending a Mormon school. Well, I attend a Mormon school now, so what's the big deal?
And that's one of the great things of Yoli, is that he's a really out front guy, and he's not afraid to tell people what he thinks, and he's not afraid to go after what he wants. And I think that the match that we've got here is one that is going to bring some really great results for both. I think he's going to do a great job for us, but I also think we can help him, to get his career started as far as his professional career is, because he's going to be a great player.
BYU basketball head coach Dave Rose with us in Studio B. We are talking about the signing class. Joining Yoli is a Mission First guy, and his name is Gavin Baxter, another local product out of Timpview High School, who every time I talk about this kid or I hear about this kid from his AAU coach and from people around the community, you should see his untapped athleticism.
Yeah, and that's really, what Gavin brings to our program is length, size, athleticism. He's kind of a human highlight film right now. He really plays above the rim. And I am really excited to watch him play his high school season, because he's really improved his game. He's a good 3-point shooter. And I think that, in high school he'll probably play a lot down in the post, and I think here you're going to see him, on the perimeter a lot more. But he has the skill to and the athleticism to really be an exciting player for us.
And the third signing, Connor Harding, Mission First, from Taysom Hills High School in Highland in Pocatello.
Yeah, Connor's just tough. He's a tough leader. They're in he was the quarterback on their football team, and they had so many injuries that they replaced him, put him on the wide receiver where he'd played the last couple of years. And I think they've lost one football game in the 3 years he's been, playing up there. So he's a tough, skilled, athletic guy. 6'5", he's got good size, and I really like this class. It's really exciting to talk about Yoli, because he's going to be here next year. These other guys, it's going to be like when we were talking about TJ and Peyton Dastrup, when they were, signing and then going straight off on their mission. But excited to sign guys that are going to be here, within the same decade, seems like.
Hey, TJ and Peyton Dastrup and then Eric Mika coming off. They're going to be back next year.
Yeah, with that group of guys. I'm really excited about the future. I think, we're going to be really young, but these guys have a lot of experience. They've played from coast to coast, flown all over the country playing games, and with their AAU teams and their high school teams. Lone Peak had, for years there, they were playing national tournaments, all over the country. So these guys are ready to play for us. You take TJ especially. He came into my office with Nick when they committed. It was sometime in the late summer, early fall, and he came in, and both of them sat there and said, "Coach, we want to tell you that we both are Cougars. We're coming." And we've been waiting for TJ for a long time. And, well, just like we've been waiting for Nick for a long time, and obviously we get to see Nick tomorrow night, so looking forward to it.
What went into scheduling the Utah Valley series? Because there had only been one game all time with the Wolverines, but now Mark Pope's over there.
Yeah, and I think that we've talked about playing them for years, and just it was just never it just never got put together. And I don't know if we were, either one of us were really excited about playing. When Mark was in the process, of interviewing for that job, he asked, "Hey, if I got this job, would you guys be interested in playing?" And I said, "Well, let's just wait and see, what happens, how it plays out." But he was really. He's got a lot of energy, and he's trying to bring this valley and have them, get behind Utah Valley. And so I think that it's an interesting series. This is the first time for me I'll play a guy who's been on my staff. Now he's a head coach. I've been done the opposite when Steve was the head coach and I was an assistant. And I think the assistant has the advantage because he knows everything that I'm going to do. I mean, he's watched me for 4 years. He knows everything that's going to happen tomorrow, and I have no idea what he's going to do. But it should be a good game. I mean, he's a great coach. He's got a lot of enthusiasm, and guys will play really, really hard for Mark. He'll bring a lot of energy and excitement to that program.
Whenever I think about Mark Pope, I think about one phrase: "Let's go, baby."
Yeah, yeah, he's used that quite a bit. You'll probably hear it quite a bit if you're sitting behind his bench tomorrow. But I like his team. I've actually was able to see some film on an exhibition game that they played earlier in the week, and I hope the gym. I think the gym. We played him. I'm going to say 10, 12 years ago when I was an assistant here. And it was a really good game in the first half. It went back and forth, and then the second half we kind of, got the score to spread a little bit. But they scored 97 points in their exhibition game. That's kind of got all of us a little bit excited, wondering how this thing's going to go.
Okay. Dave Rose with us in Studio B. Let's talk about your team tomorrow and how you will match up against Utah Valley. I know there have been some banged-up guys there. Are some concerns about the overall health of this team. So who's going to start for you tomorrow?
Well, we'll see. It's kind of really, I mean, without trying to, be, kind of flippant about it, but every day it's been a different group of guys who've been to practice. And yesterday we've had the most guys actually practice than we have in the last 2 weeks. And so I hope that they're all feeling good today and they'll all be out there, and then we'll come together with the starting lineup. But I would imagine, just knowing me and how I feel, if the guys are ready, I usually go with experienced guys, and then we'll start playing and then see how the season kind of progresses. And that's really kind of just the standard operation for me. I mean, that's the procedure that I just have a lot, of confidence in those returning guys, and we'll go with the experienced guys.
You can be flipping all you want on this show.
Okay.
It's all good.
Flip it as you want. This is BYUtv, baby. When you look at some of these injured guys, can you update us on Kafusi's hamstring and the tendonitis with Kyle Collins?
Kyle's actually good. Kyle's had some really good practices back to back, and he feels good. Corb's still trying to get full speed. He's been practicing kind of in a half-court situation. Some drills he'll pull out of, and hopefully today he can get up and down, and we can let it go. And those are scary days with hamstrings, when you actually go, okay, because you pop that thing again, and you're going to set right back, to another 2 or 3 weeks. So, but we got great medical staff, and they're on top of it, and hopefully he'll be ready to go tomorrow.
How about Kyle Davis?
Kyle practiced the last 2 days, and he's. I don't think he's 100%. He really wants to play and get started, and I think he can play through it. So
Still issues with that ankle.
we'll
from
see.
the exhibition?
Yeah, the ankle, and then he's got a little issue on his lower back that it's kind of been bothering him. But tough kid and really a great competitor. And he sat out all last year, so come on.
He wants to play.
Are you kidding me? You want to, come to the opening game and in street clothes again? I don't think so. I think he'll give every possible situation he can to get out there and play.
So in the 40-ish practices you've had since things got going, what have you learned about this team and what they're going to give you this year?
Well, it's a really competitive team. We practice great. I think I've said this a lot, but this team every day is sometimes near the end of practice, things will slow down some days, especially those days when we only had 12 or 13 guys in practice. Practices are really difficult. They're trying to make practices tougher than the game situations, but they compete, and they compete really well. And this will be – it's always interesting when you're taking talented young guys – that want to get their career started immediately and experienced guys who have played, and then you try to mold them together and see, what you got. And the most important thing for me is how hard we play, the effort that we give, our execution, guys knowing what we're doing and how we do it, and then the effort that they play with. It just has to be an extreme, kind of fanatical effort to put them over the top from the other guy that they're trying to compete with,
When you look at the defense, do you feel like you've improved that, or do you need to see it in games before you?
Well, I think our defense has really improved, but we'll see. I think that the speed of the game that we play, it kind of lends itself to you're always going full out on offense in attack mode. That some of these guys defensively get there, and they just kind of want to stand, and that's the part of this thing that we're really trying to build is that. We have better leadership on the defensive end, and also the guys that have been here, they understand that we need to be better defensively to get deep into that tournament like we want to.
Is that the biggest question mark for you this year, is what you'll get out of the BYU defense?
No, I don't think that's my biggest. I actually believe we'll be a lot better defensively because of the personnel. I think we've got a much deeper front line that will be able to play bigger guys, stronger guys that will help us around the rim. It'll help us rebound. And I think our scheme out front will help keep guys out of the paint, which has really hurt us over the years. But the biggest key to me is how are we going to get these guys to play together, because they're all coming from different places. I mean, if you go individually and look at some of the stats that these kids have put up in their high school and AAU teams, if they all got their, just normal averages from their senior year, we'd be scoring 160, 170 points a game.
That'd be pretty good.
And so what we have to figure out is how all that's going to play in, how it's going to play together. And I think that, a lot of it comes from our captains, with Nate Austin and Kyle and Chase. Those three guys are the most experienced guys. Chase is a fifth-year senior. Nate's a fifth-year senior. They've been through a lot of college games, and then obviously Kyle has had an experience that not many have. I mean, you have an injury like that, and you don't miss a game. He missed the one NCAA game, but he healed over the summer, and then I had an unbelievable year last year, and look forward to a big year this year too.
At halftime, Spencer Linton will be interviewing you quite often.
Yay!
What kinds of questions would you like at that point? Because it's probably 2 on average, right?
Yeah, probably. The question of how you felt the officials maybe were in the first half.
Avoid that one.
Avoid that one. Yeah.
What do you want asked?
Probably just a couple comments like, man, you guys are really playing well, and
You're a well-coached team.
yeah, what a well-coached team, and good luck in the second half. And I'll say thank you.
So he'll just say a comment,
And I can say thank you.
Thank you, and then you break up.
Yeah,
that'd be a lot
that'd be
faster.
really good.
I don't think we'll do that,
Yeah.
but that's a good suggestion.
Okay.
You're a good sport to put up with those interviews, Coach. I have a favor to ask. Would
Yeah.
you mind putting on the blue goggles for a moment? You're a concert goer. I want to know what this is like.
Okay.
Dave Rose with the blue goggles.
That looks good.
That matches my shirt.
I see.
It's a good look.
Through those goggles, I see like 30 wins. I don't know about you.
I hope so. Yeah. In fact, if there's 30 wins, I'll just keep them on.
During a game?
Yeah, I'll just wear them right now.
Awesome.
Every time I come on, if we're on track for 30.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay,
Awesome.
very good. Coach, we have a new flag. You've already assigned the old one. That one's in a display case now, so if you wouldn't mind signing the new one as well.
All right, we'll do it.
Good luck tomorrow.
Okay, thanks,
for your
guys.
time.
Good to have you with us, Coach.